take over the meeting. We have Brother Anwar, Brother Anis, Mohammad Anis, Zonal President SIO Goa Zone. Along with that, we have Shoaib Sheikh, Area in charge, Goa Zone. You all know that SIO is working from 1982, March 1982, for the betterment of students. Its aim are to reconstruction of the society in the light of divine guidance. Today we are here to take up the issue which held yesterday evening regarding the rape issue. So I will request our zonal president to address this matter.
I welcome all the media persons to this press conference. As you know that Students Islamic Organization of India has been working in India since 1982 and in Goa since the year 2000. We have been conducting various programs for the betterment of the campus and the educational atmosphere there. So regarding the rape case in Vasco which I had occurred yesterday, we see that hardly, it's not even a month past, on 16 December we witnessed a rape case in Delhi, a gang rape case. Hardly a month has passed and we see that a shocking incident takes place in Vasco, in our state, which is where we see very less crime. Even the CM had said in a statement that the rape case in Delhi is not possible here in Goa because we have a good and a better security setup. But we see that in the working hours of the school, and this is not somewhere out of the school where the student has been raped. Inside the school, a stranger comes, he rapes the child and he goes away, and still we are not able to find the culprit. So we see the state of affairs, and this incident has raised many questions about social setup and security apparatus. In the Delhi gang rape case, in the media for the last 1 month, we have seen various discussions on this topic. Every intellectual, every social activist, and every academician speaking about the causes and what can be the solutions to this, and how to stop these rape cases occurring in our country. SIO as an organization, it sees that there are various root causes to this rape cases. We see that the major root cause in this is the sexual exploitation of women and the indecent representation of women. By sexual exploitation, I mean that the woman, she is exploited for jobs, for work, in her working atmosphere, even there she is not safe. And we see that women are projected very sexually in the media. Even for selling products like a battery or a shoe, she is projected sexually so that the product gets marketed in a better manner. So these are some of the major root causes by which we see that the desire in men is exploited and when they commit such cases. Secondly, the dignity of woman is not what she deserves. She deserves a better dignity, but we see that she is not given the dignity she deserves. From birth to death, she is exploited. Be it the educated class or the uneducated class. Both are on the extremes. Even the educated class exploits her for their own desires. Even the uneducated class exploits her for his own desires. And when we see that a robbery takes place, the common sense is that if suppose a house is robbed, the owner of the house naturally after the robbery he will protect his house in a better manner. Or for that matter, if we see that if a gold or a diamond is exposed, the natural thing is that anybody will come to rob it. You cannot expose the gold or the diamond and you tell men not to rob it or steal it. So if you want to protect precious things, we have to protect in a better manner. And the same thing happens to women. If we expose her more and more, naturally the mentality of men or the rapists will be that they will come and rape that woman. So dress also plays a major role in curbing the crime rates against women. And we also feel that alcohol is one of the main reasons against exploitation of women. Because we see that most of the cases where women's crime takes place is the culprit is in an alcoholic state. So these are the reasons which we at SIO feel are the major causes of the rape cases happening place in Goa and outside Goa in our country also. So for this, we demand strongly that the government come with value-based education. There was a time when we were going to school, we used to have moral education and value-based education each and every day in our classes. But now we see that it has disappeared. We no more see that value-based and ethics are taught in our school. So we strongly demand the government that it should start moral-based education, not just for the primary and higher secondary, but till at all levels of education, even at graduate level. We demand that the government strongly starts value-based education. We see that the laws are there, but the conviction rate in our country is so low that the laws, as our Chief Minister had a week before said that the law department has collapsed. When a authority like a Chief Minister, he says that the law department has collapsed, what can we expect from other authorities who are at the lower level than him? So we should strongly stress for the implementation of law, because we have rarest of the rare penalties. But the problem with this is the conviction rate is low. Even if we have death penalty, but there is no conviction, there is no use of death penalty. So the conviction rate should increase. If the conviction rate increases, we will have low and low cases like this. We also demand that the security of the schools get enhanced. We see that even the rape case which happened yesterday in Vasco, it was in a school which was guarded by a CISF personnel. When a school with such security can be exposed to such dangers, you can imagine what the case will be of other schools which do not have such security. So we demand that the government come up with a special security arrangement in schools, because when the Delhi gang rape case happened, we said that outside campuses women are not safe. And there were discussion on the transportation system and how the transportation should be secure. But we see that the schools itself are not safe. So where can a woman or a girl child expect better security? We also demand that the sexual exploitation of women should be curbed, and the indecent representation of women in ads, cinemas and other such parties, etc. should be curbed. And last but not the least, we also expect from the government that the state of Goa should not be projected as a sex tourism destination. There can be many other alternatives by which tourism can be promoted. There can be medical tourism, there can be educational tourism, there can be family tourism. So government should think of the alternatives apart from sex tourism. And we have seen that the Chief Minister has taken many bold decisions lately in many cases, and we demand the Chief Minister that he takes such bold decisions in terms of education, the security apparatus of our schools and colleges. With these words, I will finish. Questions? Thank you.
If you have any questions, you can put the State President.
Did you visit the area and find out exactly what is happening? And this whole situation, there are so many things. In fact, today also there was a little bit tension at Vasco. This whole situation. And if we look at the, we cannot look it as a sporadic incident, that's it. Because the crimes against minors, children, are increasing. And they are very, it's a very serious thing. We cannot just play with them. So one is from the edge, it's okay. But going there and visiting there, exactly what is happening, to try to find it out.
Yes, sir. In fact, we visited the site since the school has been cordoned off and it's shut for the next 2 days. That is, has been declared. Pardon? Yeah, there are police personnel. There is Goa police as well as CSF there, and they don't allow anybody there. And there's no administrative anybody to speak to. But yes, today there was a lot of tension in Vasco with the school and college students taking the streets. Vasco has been banned, as you all know. Today, all the shop, transportation, everything was closed. And yes, we see a lot of anger in the citizens of Vasco, which I suppose should be a concern of all the citizens in Goa. Because when the Delhi rape case took place, thousands and thousands of people across there was no boundary line for anybody to not cross, and everybody was on the street demanding for justice. And such a heinous crime, when the Chief Minister of Goa was accepting the Politician of the Year award, he had said nothing of this sort would happen in Goa. But here it is. Less than a month, we have such a case coming up in Goa. This speaks for the kind of security that we can expect. Time and again, SIR has been demanding about better security measures. Jamaat-e-Islami Hind and other movements have always gone to the police department, gone to the home department for not promoting and curbing the promotion of Goa as a sex tourism destination, as just pointed out by our state president. Putting that point, it is absolutely necessary that there is a law with regard to school councillors in school which is not been implemented at large. And this case brings forth the necessity and the urgency of having councillors in our schools who can guide students about their activities, about their day-to-day affairs.
And what has happened is again the delay in the medical examination and or whatever has happened throughout the day. It looks something hide and seek also in these old people. That's what it is the way. And it looks, we cannot again, let me tell you, it cannot be looked as a comedy incident. This is what is nothing, what is happening elsewhere may happen also in a Goa. And we know that every single day there is either suicide or this sort of thing. Some things are there. In this whole situation, how do the people react? And are you going to go for some people?
As a follow-up of this press conference, we are holding a protest march just after the press conference. And we will be meeting the Director of Education, Director of Technical Education, and we are presenting memorandum for them. And if possible, the Chief Minister also will meet as a follow-up of this press conference. And Jamaat-e-Islami was organizing, and Student Islamic Organization as a part of it is organizing a month-long campaign on de-addicting Goa, as you all might be knowing. So as a part of it, on 23rd of January, we are holding a rally, students rally, where students from across Goa will be coming from. It will start at 11 o'clock from Kala Academy and will end at Miramar Circle. So as I said, that alcohol is also one of the reasons of this. We are actively against alcohol also, and we are holding a students rally.
If you all are aware, I'm sure you all must be aware, on 26 December there was a judgment from the Supreme Court regarding a case in Mumbai. In 2007, a mechanic who was working in a garage, he climbed up into a building and someone was supposed to earn this floor. He went with the intentions of robbing. He stabbed an old lady 21 times to death, and then he raped her granddaughter-in-law, and stabbed her 19 times. And yet, just because she was alive and then she could give the statement, yet the Supreme Court said that it is not the rarest of the rarer cases, and they revoked his death penalty. Our judiciary system is giving spaces for people to get away with such crime, and that too he has accepted that he was under the influence of alcohol. Now when alcohol plays such a major role in our crimes, why are we still trying to live on an economy that is based on alcohol sale? We need a policy against alcohol in Goa in a very urgency, and at the earliest, as far as possible, we need to get away with this alcohol trade in Goa.
You feel the tourism sector is a little bit making the sort of inclusion to the protection of Goa. The protection of Goa, as you have said, like all the sort of things coming. Whatever comes, we always blame outsiders. To be do you think the sort of projection whatever has been made, is it responsible for this whole process?
The projection of Goa as a sex tourism destination. Yeah, because we see that the people of Goa, though we are called as Susegal, but we generally don't indulge in all these crimes. It's the outsiders who come here when they see Goa being projected as wine and sex tourism destination. They come here and commit all these atrocities against women. And prostitution we know is very rampant in Goa. So the projection of Goa as sex tourism, if we take an alternative and project Goa as maybe a medical destination or a family destination or education destination, maybe we can receive better people who can come here and enjoy Goa in a better atmosphere. And we can also expect crime rates to come down.
So it is like this. If a shop sells sweets, obviously people over there will come to buy sweets and not go to buy over there sour and bitter things. So in the same manner, when you're projecting yourself in a negative sense, obviously you'll have a negative approach towards you. Secondly, the moment from yourself you're projecting yourself negative, there's a very huge tendency that you yourself tend to get negative. The moment you're projecting yourself as a sex tourist destination, there is a huge tendency that within the state there will be so many more crimes, firstly to start off with, and then there will be an addition obviously from outsiders. So it is not just that outsiders come and do it, but when you say that we are having the opportunities, obviously the crime rate within Goa itself will start. We thank all of you all for being with us here. We hope that through your medium, strong action will be taken, and we pray for the girls' safety and we pray for the safety of all our fair sex, that they be protected and be blessed by the Almighty for a safer world to live in. I request you all to please join us